This right here is a real PC. Yeah, an actual computer, not something I dug up from a farm. For some reason, this booting ended up in mud and waters, completely trashed by the element. The question is, can I bring it back to life and restore to original glory? Let's find it out, step by step, as we try to revive this muddy survivor. I'm going to walk through this progress step by step, so if your PC ever ends up in a similar muddy disaster, you know exactly what to do. First, I remove all the glass panel and side cover. That makes it easy to clean and have wash out the thick layers of dirt inside. If you try to spray without taking things apart, water and mud could get trapped between components, which can cause damage later. Be gentle, don't use a high pressure hose because it can bend pin or pop up capacitors. I'm just using the light water pressures, enough to loosen the dirt without hurting any parts. Focus on spots that collect the most grime, like a RAM slot, PCIe slot, and the USB port. Spray slowly until everything looks clean again. Next, I completely disassemble the system to clean each part individually. For the motherboards, go easy, just rinse around the RAM slot, power delivery areas, and the EO ports. Always spray in the directions of the heatsink fins, not across them, to avoid blending and things. For the GPU, I focus on the fan, heatsink, and connector, make sure no dirt was left behind. The power supply is the toughest. It traps a ton of mud inside the casings. After everything rinsed, tie the components so water can drain out completely before moving the drying progress. Now, it's time to go for a deep clean using some specialized electronic clean foams. This stuff is completely non-corrosive, so it's safe to use on all components. I start by taking everything apart, then spray a thin, even layer of foam over the surface. After letting it sit for a few seconds, I use a soft brush to scrub every corner and slot. Be extra careful around capacitors, RAM slot, and connectors, if you don't want to bend or damage anything. For the GPU, I disassemble it completely to get between the heatsink fins and around the small components. Don't forget the thermal paste. Since the card been soaked, the old paste is probably ruined. Wipe it off completely so we can apply fresh thermal paste later. The power supply, the dirtiest part, is packed with tiny capacitors and a ton of thick mold built up. This part takes patience. You probably need to clean it multiple times to make sure every trace of dirt and moisture is gone. Leaving any mud or damp spot behind could cause the oxidations or short circuits later on. As for RAM stick and storage drive, just clean the gold contact pins using isopropyl alcohol or cleaning foams and a soft cloth. Finally, I rinse everything gently with clean waters using a soft brush to wash away any leftover foams or debris. And now, we get ready for the drying progress. Now, it's time to dry everything out properly. I'm using an air blower to push out any leftover waters from all the tight spots. Make sure to go over areas like the CPU sockets, RAM slot, port, and Cooper's D-pipe, since that's where moisture loves to hide. After blowing everything out, place your component in a cool, well-ventilated area and let them dry naturally. Whatever you do, don't use a high dryer or heat guns. The high temperatures can easily warp the bolts or damage the delicate parts. Just let it sit for 2 to 3 days to be completely safe before putting it all back together. Patience is the key. Better to wait than to freeze your hardware. Looking at now, this thing has pretty much come back to life. It's hard to believe that the same pieces that were just pulled out of the mud layers. Sure, there are still a small rusty spot here and that's from being swapped for too long. But overall, everything clean, dry and stable. Alright, moment of truth. Let's plug it in and see if it's still fired up. And it's still alive. I boot it right out. No short circuits, no errors, everything works perfectly. I launch up a CPU Z to check the specs and hear what we got. a Xeon E5 2680 V4, and a 1ZX99 QD motherboards, 32GB of RAM, and a GTX 750 Ti 2GB, and a 450 watts Cimatex PSU. Honestly, that's a solid setup with an E5 2680 V4 with 32 gigs of RAM, and a 750 Ti can still handle most popular games today pretty smoothly. Now comes the fun part. Let's run some tests to see how it's performed after all that water damage. We will check the FPS, temperatures, and stabilities to find out if this drip rate still have some fight left in it. And that's the full story of how we brought this water-soaked PC back to life after 7 days underwater. I'm honestly really happy with how it's turned out. This system is running stable and smooth, just like I hoped. There are still a few tiny rust spots on the boat, but everything works perfectly. No short, no errors, and full stabilities. That said, keep in mind, once a PC been flawed, its lifespan won't be long as a normal one. So, make sure to protect your gears, and if your PC ever gets wet, don't plug it in right away. Take everything apart, clean it, and let it dry completely. You got a good chance of saving it if you act fast and carefully. This whole progress was a super fun experience for me, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it too. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, make sure to leave a like, share it, and subscribe to the channels for more text restorations content. And if you got any questions or run into the same issues, drop a comment below. I do my best to help out. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.